Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 1980 International 3588 tractor that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions. I'll get up close to everything, I'll show you everything that I see, tell you everything that I know, and then of course we'll fire it up, kind of run it through its paces. We'll let you hear the engine, show you the 3-point and the PTO, show you that it steers well to both directions. As always, if you are in the market for a used tractor, a used piece of ag equipment, or a used piece of construction equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly, truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this one is a 1980 International 3588. Cab, heat, air. The air does work. It's blowing cold. 16 forward, 8 reverse gears. Torque amplifier. 3 rear remotes. 3-point. It's got the small 1000 PTO shaft. 4,921 hours on a working hour meter. Starts up, runs pretty good. Fairly straight tractor for the age. As you'll see here, paint is faded some, which of course was pretty common for these tractors. It's actually probably a little better than a lot of them still are, but not a beauty pageant winner by any stretch of the imagination. Up here in the front, you'll see there's some scuffs and scratches, and like I said, the paint's faded some. Decals are decent. Here on this side, everything over here looks fairly good. Just typical scuffs and scratches, little chips in the paint here. Here in a little bit, I'll open that up and show you the engine. Front tire here on this side, I'm gonna say we're at least 50% tread life. I think I'm being very fair there. Little bit of weather checking starting, not much there. It's kind of hard to see, I'm sure, on the camera, but there is a little bit in there, but lots of life left still in these tires. Sidewalls here really don't show much weather checking. Kind of taking a little step back, looking at the rims. Everything looks pretty good there. Nothing out of the ordinary, just some surface rust and some scuffs and scratches here and there. Everything on that axle looks good. Try to sneak my camera in here on the back side. Got some, looks like maybe a couple wheel weights in there. Up here on this back section of the hood, you can see big scuff and scratch here. Like I said, that paint's faded some. Pretty common on these older tractors. Decal's starting to bubble just a little bit right there. Some of the paint kind of peeling off here on that side rail. This tractor has a few leaks in some spots. None of them are pouring oil, but there's several spots where it's got some drips. Somewhere right up in here, there is a oil leak of some sort. There's some oil laying here. Try to get up close and show you all the other ones when I kind of remember and see. Thing looks pretty good here. Down here, there's some moisture right there on those lines. We actually bought this tractor and we actually drove it down the road from the farm back to here. Ran pretty darn good. Has duals. The duals, the outside tires are nothing but duals. There's not much tread life left. You see there's cracking here. They are both holding air, but they are just duals. Nothing fancy there, but we'll get close to the inner tires here in a minute. This outer rim, as you can see there, paint peeling in some spots there. I'm sure these have been repainted at some point, but it's starting to peel and stuff again in some spots. You can see there where it's flaking off. Otherwise, around the edge though, I don't really see a whole bunch of nicks or dings in the rim, just kind of paint peeling, a couple little chips and stuff like that here in the paint. Looking at the inner rear on this side, again, pretty decent tread life here. I'm gonna say we're probably 40 to 50% tread depth there. I think I'm being fair. There's really not much weather checking on these rears, at least on this one. And these are 18.4 R38 rears up underneath the fender, as you can kind of see in there. Just a little bit of surface rust here and there, but otherwise pretty darn good, especially for a 1980 model tractor. Looking at that fender, it's kind of hard to talk and be close to it here, but you can see there, fender looks pretty straight. Back in the back, 3-point drawbar. Like I said, small 1000 PTO. It works good. We'll show you that here in a little bit. A little bit of hydraulic oil here coming out of the remote. Let's say there's an O-ring in there that's just seeping a little bit, and that's where some of this oil is coming from, but you can see just a little bit of oil pooling there. Otherwise, back here on the rear end, everything looks pretty darn good. I'll try to go slow and let you see everything. It does have a PTO shield. Taking a look here on this side, this axle, everything looks pretty good there. Up top by the 3-point on both sides, the rock shaft, everything looks good. Up at the back of the cab, you can see that top right yellow lens is busted. Otherwise, both the rest of those rear lights all seem to be good. Took a look at the rear tire, inner rear on this side. Matches up pretty well to the other side. Definitely life left in these tires. Again, I really don't see much weather checking. A little bit starting. There's a couple little checks here and there. And the dual on this side, basically the same as the other side. There's not really any tread life left, and there's weather checking. Rear rim on this side matches up to the other side. Again, you can see there's some paint peeling off and that kind of stuff, but really fairly straight around the edge. I don't see any big dents or dings or nicks in the edge. Just paint chipping and peeling. And over here, this fender looks pretty good as well. Underneath, again, up here inside underneath the fenders are actually pretty nice in there. Steps on this side are pretty good. I know there's a little bit of moisture back here as well. There's some moisture there on those lines. Otherwise, back here on that bottom section, everything seems to be fairly dry. Battery box is good there. Around the bottoms of the cab on this side. I'll look at the other side when we go to get in the cab, but everything looks pretty good here. That door's pretty straight. Front tire on this side matches up pretty well to the other side. Again, a little bit of weather checking starting in here on the fronts. Sidewalls look decent though. It's really more just up in here. There's a little bit of weather checking starting. Front rim on this side matches up pretty well to the other side. Again, just a little bit of surface rust starting, especially in that silver paint. I'm sure the red's been repainted at some point. It's peeling off and flaking off in some spots there. Axle looks pretty good. Everything looks good in there. Again, taking a look at the hood on this side. Again, that paint is faded, as you can see, but it is pretty darn straight, just like the other side was. Frame rail up here on this side, again, looks pretty good. Just some paint peeling. I'm sure that's been repainted at some point, and some of that's flaking off. Up here in the front of the nose, everything looks fairly square up here. Same thing there. Front headlights. Let's see if I can open this hood here. Go take a look at the engine and stuff here. Quick peep up here. Radiators and oil coolers. You can see some of those fins. Some of the fins up here have a little bit of, especially down at the bottom, but otherwise fairly straight inside. Everything seems dry. We'll go over here and take a look underneath there. Everything looks pretty good. Taking a good look here at the engine. I'll try to go slow. Actually looks pretty good in here. A little bit of dust and dirt. Obviously we have not washed it or done anything. It's exactly how it came to us. We'll go over to the other side, take a look quick. Alright, here on this side, there you can see there's just a little bit of moisture right there, here and there. Same thing down here by the oil plug. Looks like there's maybe just a little bit of antifreeze. A little bit of moisture up here, as you can see. I don't know how well you guys can see it with the way the sun is. As far forward as I can go with that engine shield here. Try to go up and get a look at the top side. Go take a look at the cab and the interior over here. Steps are good on this side. All the glass seems to be good. I don't see any cracks or spider webbing in the glass. Everything's the same over here on this side. There's a little bit of a, this door's got a little bit of a dent right there and a little paint chipped off, but everything up here looks good. A couple little scuffs and scratches there and chips. Maybe. There we go. It's got to be stronger than the door. Inside, of course, it's got that old Western style interior. There's some dirt in this handle here, you can see is ripped out. Otherwise, fairly decent. The door's pretty good. Nothing, just a couple of scuffs and scratches there. Here in the door jamb, everything looks pretty good here. Get a good look here. Obviously you can see it's got some dust and dirt and that carpeted little chunks of dirt here. You're seeing it exactly how it came to us. Taking a look at that seat. Honestly, not too bad. There's some stress cracks starting a little bit here. Backrest kind of the same, and it is peeling, but not really peeling, but that little rubber, that piece that holds it to the frame is kind of peeling away there, you can see. And this upholstery's got some bubbling to it. I mean, it's not a, like I said, not a beauty pageant winner, but it's probably better than a lot of these old girls are. And starts up and runs good. Again, the Western style interior over here, you see everything looks halfway decent there. Handle's good on this side. Up here at our dash, kind of take a good look. All the gauges seem to be pretty good. Like I said, the AC does blow cold. Hour meter does work. 49.21 on the hours. I'll try to get in here so you can see that. Taking a kind of good look here at the headliner. The headliner is actually pretty decent. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see it here, but that headliner is actually pretty darn nice. Not all stained up, not sagging. I don't know if it's been replaced at some point, but it's actually, the headliner is actually in pretty darn good shape. Radio. TA. Steering wheel's in pretty good shape there. Clutch pedal. Over here, all this plastic down here is fairly decent. I don't see anything that looks cracked or busted up over here. Armrest in decent shape there. Same thing with this side. Armrest is pretty good. Again, like I said, this red material's kind of got some bubbles and waves in it. Kind of getting a good look at the top of the hood there. You can see it is faded. Got some scuffs and scratches up there. Sun visors are both in there. Try to climb out of this old girl. All right, like I said, 1980 International 3588 4921 on the hours. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions or comments, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. We'll get that hood shut. We'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.